Very good evening from Buckingham Palace, where the extended weekend of celebrations for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee reached its high point earlier today. We'll bring you the best of the past 3 days.
We'll be talking to some of those who took part as performers and organisers and reflecting on the wider significance of these celebrations as the Queen marks 60 years on the throne. It's been a very ambitious programme of events and the results have been spectacular. Tonight we'll be reminding you of all the highlights.
We'll be enjoying the best parts of the Thames Diamond Jubilee pageant, meeting the choir who just kept on singing in the rain.
Today, some of the biggest names in music performed in front and on top of the palace in the concert to end all concerts. What might future historians make of the Diamond Jubilee of 2012? And here they are, at least some of that valiant choir. You may not recognise them though because they're dry now.
Monica, be honest, when we were watching, right at the end, you did laugh. Yeah?
I think that's all you can do is laugh, because I think we cried so much when we were actually on the boat itself.
Was it possible to enjoy despite the conditions?
I think the conditions made it more enjoyable because there was a sense of sort of teamwork going on. And I think sort of with the occasion, I don't think there's any other occasion that would have inspired us more to get on and do the job given the conditions, other than the fact that it was such an epic day and a part of history.
You were, you know, some of the stars of the show by the end. Everyone was just transfixed because you just kept going and going and going. But at the end, you must have been freezing.
We were absolutely freezing, yes, and all our clothes had stuck to us and our mascara was down the girls' faces and possibly the boys too, and lipstick up our cheeks. But I think we just felt such a sense of pride, and it was amazing amongst all of us actually, the camaraderie, and we really felt from the crowds as well, everyone that had turned up on such an amazing day.
What was the response along the way? Because the music, when you heard it just on the riverbank, I couldn't believe how loud it was as the barges came along.
It was absolutely incredible. I mean, as soon as we finished singing, the uproar from what we heard, it sent goosebumps all down my neck. It was utterly incredible just to see how patriotic everyone was and how supportive they were of us.
Amy, at what point were you thinking this is actually going to turn a little bit grim in terms of the weather? Because it started off and it was all very nice and it seemed just controlled. What was the point at which you thought, we're going to get drenched here, but we're just going to have to carry on?
It was really silly. We kind of thought we might have to singing in the rain, and we thought, oh, we'll do it if it might be a bit of a shower, but we might get away with it. And one of the singers, Peter, his sister, had said to him a couple of days before, he said, oh, you're going to get so wet, you're going to get so wet. And we went, no, we won't. Last weekend was glorious. Look at it, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And sure enough, we went up, and 5 minutes before we set sail, the heavens just opened. And there was no stopping it then, so we thought, well, we just got to embrace it.
Oscar, you're heavily outnumbered here. Right. You're a brave guy, OK? You're tucked there in the back row.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience. Did you enjoy despite it all?
Well, coming from India, it was a truly British experience for me.
I'm sure it was.
Right, and we admire the Queen out there, and to see her, it was the adrenaline that took us through. And she was in the white out there, we could see her.
What did you do after the performance? How soon did you get into the dry and sort of get a decent sort of dry set of clothes on? And
Well, I got a
maybe
tablecloth for a start.
Was that all you got?
And yeah, and I went home, and people on the tube were wondering what was this. I said I was singing on the boat, and then they recognized me. I said, "Oh yes."
And plenty of hot showers when you got home?
No, there was no hot water in my house when I arrived home, so I had to go to a
Good
friend's
move.
house for a bath. It was wonderful, but they were just, we got downstairs and all the production team were applauding us and all the orchestra, because they were inside for the boat journey, so they were applauding us too, and all the men were giving the ladies the jackets to try and warm us up, and they were just trying to provide as much tea as possible. It was incredibly British. Tea must arrive.
You were being applauded right around the country, don't you worry.
You were a big hit in the studio, I can tell you now. We were all cheering you on. Easy for us, I have to say, in a dry studio as well, but we weren't being smug in any kind of way at all. Promise you.
Thank you all
Nice to
very
see you all.
much.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much. And well done. Well done.
Thank you very much.